The San Diego airport has got to be the most convenient airfield of any major city in the nation.
Located just at the edge of downtown, it's only 15 minutes away from all my favorite neighborhoods, and just far enough away from all the mysterious neighborhoods I know absolutely nothing about.
The history of the San Diego airport mirrors the history of American aviation itself.
It all kind of started in 1927 with American aviator Charles Lindbergh, whose love of the sky and hatred of the ground led to the construction of the Spirit of St. Louis. The one-of-a-kind plane was built right here in San Diego and was made famous when Lindbergh used it to make the first solo, non-stop transatlantic flight for some reason. The endeavor captured the world's imagination and popularized flight like never before. The following year, construction began on San Diego's airport, which was named Lindbergh Field to commemorate American hero W.C. Fields. By 1934, the airport had begun offering international commercial flights for people who inexplicably wanted to leave San Diego. During World War II, the military began using the airfield for wartime operations, adding an 8,860-foot runway to accommodate long-range bombers. Today, the San Diego International Airport is the busiest single runway commercial service airport in the nation, and the second busiest in the world behind London Gatwick Airport, who thinks it's so great.
It's estimated that the airport transports about 20 million passengers a year. Between commercial, cargo, and military flights, it's estimated that the airport handles about 540 operations a day. Of course, not everyone is enamored with the airport's convenient location. Landing at the airport makes a lot of new pilots very nervous, and it's no surprise given the terrain surrounding the airfield. As planes come in from the east, they're forced to fly over Golden Hill during their descent, which drops almost 300 feet in less than 1 nautical mile. It isn't necessarily favorable to the businesses that lay in the flight path either. At outdoor venues, it's not uncommon for conversations to grind to a screeching halt. As for the residents who live underneath the airport's flight path, strangely enough, many of them seem completely unaffected by the noise pollution.
Yeah, it was really bad when I first moved in, but you know what? I don't even notice the sound anymore.
How's that even possible?
What?
In 1976, the airport became the first in the nation to enact a noise curfew, restricting planes from taking off between 11:30 p.m. to 6:30 a.m.
While planes are still welcome to land at any time, any airlines departing past curfew are not only subject to huge fines,
But its pilots are subject to noogies, wet willies, and wedgies by any and all traffic control staff. All in all, most San Diegans find the airport incredibly convenient. And it is, for now. Surrounded by water on one side and dense urban sprawl on the other, expansion of the airport is nearly impossible given its current location. Some officials have suggested relocating the airport to the outskirts of the city, where there'd be more room to expand. But then travelers would have to wake up twice as early just to catch a flight. Others have suggested moving the airport 3 miles offshore to a floating, stabilized platform on the ocean. While there is technically room for growth on the high seas, the airport would be vulnerable to tsunamis, icebergs, and Japanese monster attacks.
the cold hard truth is that by the year 2030, the rapidly expanding population of San Diego will most likely require us to build a larger airport. But until such time, San Diegans are going to continue to enjoy the convenience of having an airport right on our very doorstep. After all, Lindbergh Field isn't only a historical landmark, but legend has it that when it was being built, they unearthed an entire and they kept it from the public for years. That's crazy, right? Thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe. If you have any suggestions for episodes, feel free to leave a comment. We'd like to thank our generous sponsors and contributors. For a full list of them, go to kpbs.org/Jordan Loves.
Support for this program comes from the KPBS Explore Local Content Fund, supporting new ideas and programs for San Diego.